Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to another live stream here with oxygen not included. This is a bit of an odd night for us because we're streaming on a Saturday night, where normally I would try to keep it more to like a Tuesday, Thursday, and I do the occasional Friday. But as I've been off for a whole week, and I didn't have an opportunity to post anything up, I wanted to get in and play as soon as possible, particularly since I've been missing oxygen not included while I was away. So we're back with the colony that we started last time, where we're picking a duplicant every single time the printing pod turns on. So we've gotten up to 21 duplicants so far. Our stress is in an okay position, but things are maybe not as good as they could be. Our oxygen's in a relatively decent place. Nobody's going to die of suffocation at this point. Probably our primary opportunity right now is in our food, because we're down to 2,000 kilocalories, and with 21 people eating, that's kind of an army. And it's not a huge army, but when I only have 2,000 kilocalories, that's a ton of food to have to try to distribute to people. So we did have some stuff planted down here, but we kind of ran out of seeds for the mealwood. We're now in an ideal air pressure, ideal air temperature situation for our mealwood that's down here, and it's predicting an excellent yield. So we'll get some seeds off of this, which at least will give us an opportunity to replant a little bit. We do have some irrigation going on here as well, although again, we had complications with that in the last stream. So if you were watching the last stream, you saw that we did have some issues with that, where my water that I was pumping from sort of broke through the bottom and plunged down into the depths. So as Zoe was saying before the chat, it was just another one of those things that went wrong. But right now, I think our focus is going to be on trying to get some more temperature control up here for our sleet wheat, because our sleet wheat is going to be probably our primary food that they'll end up eating. The funny thing is, so we have, if we look in seeds, we have 92 sleet wheat, but it says we only have 2,000 kilocalories, so I must have their consumables set up right now so that they're not going to eat the sleet wheat by itself. Unless it needs to be prepared into something. I'm not even sure about that. I thought they could eat the grains directly, but it looks like maybe not. Nevertheless, we do have some food, so technically I could be cooking some of that, but for now we're just kind of living off the mush bars. Conveniently enough, as we're starting the stream, we're going to start off right away with a duplicant. Now, if you were watching the prior streams for this particular colony, what we're doing is everyone, if you could just shout out 1, 2, or 3 in the chat, whichever one looks like it's getting the most votes, that's the one I'm going to pick. We'll just pick up the duplicant blindly, and we're going to get one every single time the printing pod turns on. And conveniently, we're not going to shut it down. So our colony is going to get bigger and bigger until it collapses under its own weight, or the duplicants start eating each other. I'm not sure which will work first. Yeah, sleet wheat does need to be baked into something, so you can make the the frost buns out of it, and I think there's also like a spicy loaf you can make if you have the peppers. So let's get some votes. Oh, there's always somebody. There's a 5. I'm pretty sure there's no 5 option in here though, if I had to guess. So it looks like we've got more votes for 3 so far, so we're gonna grab we'll grab duplicant number 3. This one is Noodle Arms Diver's Lung. Binge Eater stress response, but they have a super low decor expectation, and I like that because my decoration is not really that great. We have some rooms that are ultimately kind of decorated okay, and the decor is okay for them in there, but nothing that's super awesome. I can't even remember who all is in here, so I'm just going to pick somebody that I know for sure is not in, so we'll go with Zoe Kurtz, can be the newest duplicant in our colony. We'll print Zoe, and let's take a look at who we have in here now, because I can't even remember who we managed to bring into the stream. So we have Caitlin Roberts, the Lion Gore, Angel of Darkness, Tiki Toby, Ilya Star, Jasia Uprising, Grizzly Bear, Cat's Cradle 22, Starwall, EJ Folsch, Shadowkill 338, Rennick, Dr. Comics, T.D., Beaver, Dorothy, Matus Crawl, A-Bomb 32, Little Big, Casual AF Gaming, Rayan Islam, and Zoe Kurtz. 22 duplicants. I don't even think I have enough beds for all this, do I? I wish there was an easy way for it to like tell me how many beds there are, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 there. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm 1 bed short. Man. Honestly, I think getting beds for everyone is going to be the hardest part in this. Aside from maybe the food. What are you going to do? So as I've done with all the other streams, as a new duplicant comes up each time, we'll just pick a name from somebody in the chat, and we'll name a duplicant after that, and then we'll keep going on with this blind picking because I think it's kind of interesting. There are definitely duplicants in this colony that I would not be playing with if I had made a conscious decision to choose one. So we've got a couple of these Wheezewort. Hopefully they'll run over here and grab these other ones. Actually, I've got a whole bunch of... Oh, what is that? No, it's carbon dioxide. I thought I had more Wheezewort seeds sitting around here somewhere. I guess I could dig these ones up. They're not exactly needed. Let's dig these up. I think I've actually dug these ones up twice already, and they replanted themselves because they didn't pick up the seed. Wouldn't you know it? Pick Michelle Davis as a dupe. Well, I'll let you know. We'll pick one each time the printing mod turns on. I'm not gonna make a list in advance or anything. Somewhere down here, we had a hatch on this row right here because I mean, here's his poop that he's been leaving behind. We still have our sandstone pile there, but it looks like the hatch is gone. I don't know what happened there. Wonder if he died. Maybe the conditions were a little bit too poor for him. I don't know. Not so good, though. There's our oxygen. So, I mean, our oxygen, it's breathable. It's not great. I mean, this whole setup I have right here with this particular location of my my fancy garden is not really making for the best movement of CO2 here. I actually probably should set up some sort of a bathroom for them today. And I guess since this spot over here is no longer occupied by a hatch, I could probably make... Well, no, they have a little bit of a bathroom here. I could use... where do I have... Will the lavatories fit here? No, not with the pictures. Call the next one Bubble Cat. I don't know. There's a lot of people that want to get in here ultimately. Hi, Honolulu boy. Yeah, there is kind of a lot going on. The tricky part is that I find that when I start getting too many duplicants, I end up with a whole bunch of idle people because I'm not paying active enough attention to stay on top of it all. Fortunately, things like the irrigation are relatively simple because we have so few plants, so there's not really a lot going on here. They did plant a couple more seeds there, which is good. What do I want to work on today? So I think I want to switch over to lavatories because with 22 duplicants, I have 4 outhouses. I have 3 compost piles, but this is going to start to become too much. We're going to need to start using some lavatories, I think, and pump some of the waste out here. What have I got people coming out here for? I don't even remember. Oh, they're picking up... they're picking up stuff in the dirty water. That's awesome. Hi, Blake. Thanks again for the super chat. It's been a while, but I'm back. It's been a while for me, but I'm back also. It felt, honestly, like 1 week off from streaming felt like such a long time. I feel a little disoriented now. All right, how's our temperature up here? Minus 16, minus 17. So this is not exactly ideal for growing sleet wheat, but it's good enough. The sleet wheat will grow in here. We just probably won't get excellent yields out of it. Could be worse. You were here when I was at 2,000 subs. That was a little while ago now. Actually, at 2,000, I would have been still doing just Disney Infinity videos for the most part, I think. Should I build toilets? I feel like I want to have toilets in here. I don't really care for having the outhouses so much. I also want to get some thimbleweed growing too. So maybe I could build a thimbleweed farm out here, but I don't know what the temperature is going to be good enough for this. Thimbleweed. Well, I guess I don't really have to worry about ideal yields. I think it's got to be above 30 degrees if I remember correctly. So I'm going to do that. Let's build a little bit out here. And actually, there's some oxygen here I might even be able to make use of. Not to mention, the slime doesn't hurt either. Or not the slime, the algae that's over here doesn't hurt either. Because I'm teetering on that edge of having enough oxygen and not having enough oxygen. This room up here is producing a fair amount of oxygen. However, actually, is it just the pace that I have it at? Oh, there we go. It seems almost like that's not really producing an optimal amount, but it seems to be going okay. I don't have any power issues. The water's flowing fine. This one's not really moving a lot. I don't know what the deal is. I think it might be a pressure issue. Yeah, it looks like it is. So they're hitting max pressure and not producing as much. Even though I'm drawing out a ton of oxygen using these 2 gas pumps underneath it to send it down to the base. But we're kind of on that point where I'm getting so many duplicants and they're breathing so much oxygen in, and producing so much CO2 that we're not really doing ideally. Oh, what? At the end of the last stream, I was moving my air scrubber also. Because we have a bunch of CO2 collecting down here. And it doesn't really do me any good down here. So I'm going to do a tile floor down here. Like so. We'll get this air scrubber moved down below, and then that'll do a little bit more efficient cleaning, because up here it's not really running at all. It'll only turn on now when there's actual CO2 there, and in this case there just isn't any, so... Yeah, so much to do, so many problems. Isn't that the case always? You're right, I could start a puff poo plant, so the trouble is I just want to be very cautious around... Oh, I wish I could get these hatches out of here too. I just want to be really cautious around producing natural gas, and making sure that I have good control over that. So let's go into food. Is it in food? Yeah. Aquatic farm tile is what I want. I'm just going to grow a couple down here. Because they kind of have to be submerged, so we'll put those in place there. We'll get some thimbleweed growing in those. And then we can use that to maybe make some snazzy suits or something, just to make sure that our stress stays low enough. I mean, we could also make it for like warmer clothing for the poor people that have to go up in here to tend the sleet wheat, but I'm not super worried about that. I'm actually more worried about stress. I think I should also cut out and do a little bit more exploring. I mean, we've got a gas guy or a steam geyser down below here that we could potentially leverage, but I'm not really worried about water just yet. I would like to find a gas geyser if we can. There's another steam geyser out there. Nothing up here. So if I could find a gas geyser, it would be nice to be able to leverage that a little bit. You can see that somebody with flatulence has been out in this cold biome. Breaking wind on me. Always with the breaking wind. All right, so let's plant in some thimbleweed. Oh, is that really all I have? I have 2 of them. That's weird. Let's copy those across. And then I guess I'll just need to dig up a couple of these so that I have more thimbleweed to plant where I want it. Because these things don't really seem to be growing entirely. They're like 24%, maybe because they're like completely underwater. Hopefully they can harvest that and bring it out, though. Get that growing in a better place for us anyway. I might be wrong, but I don't know if the oxygen is falling to those 2 pumps because there's not enough hydrogen to push it down. Well, it's not necessarily even about the hydrogen because the oxygen pressure itself will push it down. If we look at our gases up here, no, this is a really muddy mix. It's more just that the oxygen doesn't change cell locations very quickly, so it's drawing in the oxygen from the tiles that are here, and then it's not being replaced as quickly from above with the pressure that's there. Because these are at like 1,300 grams, and down here we're at like 600 grams. The amount of pressure that's here just shouldn't happen. There shouldn't be that degree of variance between the two. Yeah, the glorious flatulence. They did add gas geysers. It's pretty awesome. The natural gas is really great for producing power. You just have to be careful how you manage it, though, because it's like super... Like, you can really... it's got a lot of pressure behind it. You can really blow it out and just destroy a whole area with... too much gas power and stuff in it. Okay, so we've got this growing in here, so that's good. I'm going to put a door on here, I think. Just because I want to kind of make sure the temperature doesn't get all wacky in here. Right now, it's a temperature that's workable for the plants. If we look in here, they need 25 to 45 degrees. So they're actually in a pretty good range right now. It's running around 30, and I don't want that to change too much, so I'm going to leave that there. And it looks like there's actually enough water in here that I could go and put in some more of these tiles because it'll only lower it a little bit. I'm going to do these maybe one at a time. Because it's okay if the water level is pretty much down, like just skimming across the top of these. It doesn't actually consume the water, I don't think, so much as it just needs to be in place. So I'm kind of hoping that we can grow just a little bit more in here. Actually, it looks like it's producing more as I dig it out. We'll have all kinds of thimbleweed soon. Then we'll need a factory. I have a place to put that, too. Hi, Ray. How are you? Dark Star Games. Welcome. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not so much that I'm worried about it in terms of its current state. I'm just worried about it getting to a point where it's going to climb, because it's not going to be this awesome forever. Okay, if we get down to... Wait a minute, where am I? It's not plumbing I want. It's refinement. No, it's oxygen. There we go, air scrubber. Man, I'm going to get a practice with this game already. Just doesn't pay to take a day off. For a week. In our plumbing, we'll get into liquid piping. Let me see. I guess we're going to need to send some in here, so we'll go that way. I can break off the piping that's up here, so we'll deconstruct the liquid pipes that are running pretty much all through here. So I don't need any of that. That'll open up the way so that I can get through here with my, oops, my exhaust piping. Do I want to just send that directly into... Yes, I do. I'm going to send it that way. Hopefully what we'll find is that it will blend in there okay. I'm a little bit concerned that it might actually just decide to kind of back up the plumbing in the other area, but hopefully not. Hopefully we'll just add it to the mix, and that'll give us a little bit of extra supply that'll go into our irrigation, and we can help our farm out a little bit more there too. Oh, they didn't finish building yet. Look at all this messy water left. Come on, dupes. You can sleep when you're dead. Oh, the hatch is still there. I wonder where he was hiding. I couldn't even see his little burrow. He's producing some nice coal here, though. We got 375 kilograms there. 125, 125. So he's pooped a few times. Let's set this to auto. And then get them in here sweeping this stuff up. Wait a minute. No, I don't want to mop it. I want to sweep it. That probably makes more sense. A little bit of extra coal anyway. What do we have for consumable ore? Our coal's not in a bad spot. But at some point we're going to run out of it because our supply is just going to drop off. But that's okay. Certain laws were bent to get you here that early. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go with the speeding law probably. I hope that's all it was. You know, not armed robbery or something like that. Extortion. Alright, so we have another printing pod light up. So we're going to pull in another duplicant. If you can shout out 1, 2, or 3, we'll pick whichever one looks like has the most numbers called out for it. I'm just going to pick that duplicant randomly as always. Well, as always for this colony anyway. And then we'll just kind of see what we get. Hopefully there'll be somebody who's workable and not somebody who's an absolute nightmare to try to work with, because that would stink. Alright, so this has actually turned into a bit of an issue. This polluted water doesn't... I don't think it's going to allow me to filter here properly. Simply because there's too much flow coming through the other pipeline, and it's not actually... It's not alternating the way I wanted it to. So I'm going to send it out this way. That way, if it does back up, we'll have like a double wind system. If it'll let it in, it'll let it in. If not, it will send some of it down over here to let it go. Stuff and more stuff. You've been noticed already. Let dupes have your knife. Well, stuff, I don't even think you're in the colony yet. That's right. So we got a whole bunch of 3s again. So through the serious scientific method of just barely eyeballing the chat, we're going to pick duplicate 3 again. Gastrophobia, so somebody who can't cook, so that's not so bad. We got an ugly crier. Ooh, they have a decor expectation. Not liking that so much. So we got a nails. Who wants to be a nails? Try and pick somebody here. All right. Let's go with Michelina Tori. You can be the scientist. Welcome to the colony. Not that we really need a scientist, because we've already researched everything. But ta-da! There you are. Let's deconstruct this building just to get it out of the way. We'll get some materials back from that. I'm going to lock this again, since I've already picked everything up. And I don't want anyone grabbing the stuff that I piled on the ground, which I think they did. It's already gone. I can't win. All right, hold on. Let's set this to raw mineral. Where are we here? Put some sandstone in here. Set that at a 6 so they'll load that up. I'm going to set this on auto while I fill it. And then we'll lock the door again afterwards and dump it back on the ground so our little hatch has something to eat. I really wish I could get the hatches that are up here down here, but it's really kind of a pain to try to move them around. So much hassle. I guess I could try and trap them into a little corner piece. If there's a way I could actually put dirt in here as a block, that would be great, but you just can't. It'd be so nice, but no can do. Hi, Angel of Darkness. Welcome to the stream. Jack's Bomb. Not a narcoleptic, but science is good too. Oh, good, they got this filled. Man, these guys are actually efficient. I've gotten so many of them now. I got used to working all the time with a colony that has like 6 to 8 people in it, or 6 to 8 duplicants. Let's just dump this on the ground, give him something to eat. I've got so used to having a colony that only has like 6 to 8 duplicants in it that when they do something quickly and efficiently, I'm left sort of sitting around because I'm waiting for them to do something they've already done. Okay, so we have some thimbleweed growing over here. This is all looking very, very good. I'm going to copy here. And we'll paste that over this. So we'll get some more thimbleweed growing. And then I think we want to get... Let's see where how our power grid is set up here, because I think I would like to get clothing, like a textile factory going in here. But I want to make sure that I don't put it somewhere where the power is going to be a concern. So down here we've got 240 and 120 is 360. 480. All right, this line here is probably the best one that I could use because there's not really that much load on it right now. Are they gasping? They are gasping. What's going on with the air here? There should not be quite this much CO2 in here. Unless it's from this door over here. I should really lock this door and make them all go down. Don't just saunter through the door. You're walking into all this awful CO2 business. There's a lot of CO2 built up in here, unfortunately, because of the coal generator that's in there. So when they come in this door, it sort of floods it into this space. But I think, too, that these might have turned off at night because maybe a fuel issue or something. Wow. This air pressure is not moving down at all. So I did something different than I would normally do because, I don't know, I just wanted to do something different. And it is not panning out the way I wanted to. It's just not producing enough oxygen for this to actually work. The oxygen's all hanging in this layer just above here, and then I'm getting a lower concentration oxygen down with the pumps, and we're not moving enough into the colony. So, I should probably just deal with that. Deal with what is. And I'm going to put this... I'm going to put a couple pumps like right down here. I don't even know why I have a ladder here. Why do I have a ladder there? Deconstruct buildings. Get rid of these. There's always a problem I feel like I'm always chasing after in this game. Which is actually kind of half the fun of the game, but... Hi, Amun-Ra. It's not really like Don't Starve. Basically, in this game, you have your little colony of these 3 duplicants that are... They appear on this planet, somewhere in the middle of the planet. Or it could be an asteroid or something. And essentially what you're doing is trying to help them survive by expanding on your colony and building stuff out so that they have resources and things they can survive with. That's really the crux of the whole thing and the shortest description I can give you. Angel, you might die as a duplicant. I mean, this is a colony where we're taking a duplicant every time, so it's not going to take very long before things start to be a little bit more problematic. Let's deconstruct this building. And then I want to deconstruct the wires that are there also, I think. Let's get this electrical overlay. So these wires here I want to get rid of. Like so. Alright, and hopefully this will get so that it's actually producing a steadier supply of oxygen that's right next to the pump. And then we'll get a little bit better air movement here, because this is all carbon dioxide. That's amazing. It's all very low pressure carbon dioxide. Like, the oxygen pressure really dropped off hard. And I think it's these algae deoxidizers. When I don't have them running, I'm not getting enough oxygen to supply the colony. So I should probably, as a priority, try to dig out a little bit more algae for now until I can get that kind of sorted out. So there's some algae here they can grab. Let's get this as a priority. Where else could we snag some of that? So they're over in this stairwell, but it's actually kind of out of reach there. There's not too much over here, but I'm going to do... If I just do like a little mesh tile right here, and then they can dig some of this stuff out. There's a little bit of algae they can snag there. And then I'll do another mesh tile here. Let's do this one, priority 6. And we'll dig in over here, and that will get us a little bit more algae also. So that'll at least give us something. Caitlin, thanks for the super chat. Caitlin calls the first snazzy suit. Of course, first we gotta make sure we have enough oxygen to survive in order to make the snazzy suit. Otherwise, the snazzy suit will pretty much just be burial clothes. I mean, they have places they can go to get the oxygen. They can just walk into where the farm stuff is, and they can get... There's tons of air in there. There's not really an issue that way. But I'm surprised, actually, at how little the oxygen production is working out here. Not thrilled with that at all. I don't know if it's because of just the way that I have it set up this time, where I'm using a little bit more downward pressure with the gas-permeable tiles and trying to disperse the oxygen that way, or if it's just a function of having 23 duplicants in a larger space that I actually have the oxygen pumped into. Because this actually is a little less contained than I would normally try to make it. We'll see. We got a whole bunch of idle people here. And still have a food shortage, too. Richard, I really don't do a lot of voice chatting. If I got to chat at all, I'll usually pop into Discord and just and chat there. So actually, that reminds me, if anyone is interested in joining the Discord to chat with other people that like to follow along with the channel and like-minded people, then Golden King was kind enough to set up a Discord server for me. So the link is in the description below if you want to go chat there. I don't really do voice chat though. I'm afraid. Just didn't make a bid for the sushi, paid for it. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. All right, so let's. I don't want to do this. I want to make sure that if I build something over here... Oh, gosh, this is not going to work. Hold on. I was going to try and put the little textile factory in here. I guess I can put it right above this. Hold on. Let's cancel this. I'll use some gas permeable tile in here. Like so. Because I don't want to impact this guy down here. I want him to stay alive. Because he's kind of doing good things for me. And then we'll put a door here. I guess I'll probably have to deconstruct that first. Deconstruct buildings. Get rid of this. And I'll put the textile mill right in here. I think that'll work. I should probably do this all with a morb farm. First step is to kill some dupes. Yeah, well, I always make a point, though, of trying to make sure that my colony is living off of clean oxygen as opposed to living off of polluted oxygen. I know that they can breathe it perfectly fine right now. However, with the next update that's actually coming out in the next... it's supposed to be in the next few weeks... That's not going to work so well anymore. So I'd rather just work with a clean system now rather than having to deal with fixing a dirty system later. Let's see. Connect that in there. This one here is going to be the one I destroy, so let's deconstruct that. Get that all built. I'm surprised they haven't got any algae yet. Oh, look at that. Wait a minute. Is he stranded? Why is he hanging out there? Dude. There's a ladder right there. Like, just jump to it. He's even drooling. Is he sick? Cannot reach food. Sore back. Bed beyond reach. Evil Canuck. Enjoyed your YouTube streams. Came from the ensuing mass genocide of the colony. Thank you, Evil Canuck, and thank you for the for the super chat as well. Why can't he get back? He should be able to jump to that ladder. That's only a one-tile distance he's got to cross. Matus, you've trapped yourself somehow. I don't know how, buddy. Let's give him... Get somebody out here with a build a... Oh, you know what? Maybe I should probably set a high priority on that, because he's already drooling and looking kind of nasty over here. He's got to... Wait a minute. What? What? Alright, cancel that. Why is he trapped? Why is he trapped? I don't understand this. He's just going to wander around over here until he dies. He's going to starve to death. He can't reach his bed. He can't eat. This might be a mass genocide sooner rather than later. I'm going to try and see if I can build in this guy a bridge he'll actually walk on. Oh, great. Now he's peeing. Well, actually, this is probably a good place for him to do it. He's a little bugged. Poor Matus. I don't think he's going to make it. He's going to wind up starving to death just because he won't jump across there. Why am I using mesh tiles? Only because if there's liquid that falls, I want it to fall through. No other reason. And, I mean, why not? I don't really care. Locked doors. There are no locked doors. These ones are unlocked. He should be able to run through here. But he won't run back because that door is locked. Well, well, well. All right. That's weird. Okay, so it's just that... You're right, it is a locked door. It's that he just doesn't have a purpose for going back. He can't reach his food, so he's not in a hurry to go over there. So let's do 47 on this, I guess. Let's get that built. That'll at least give him a way to get back. Maybe I'll extend this up a little higher. We'll build a floor here, too. Oop, I spilled my hot chocolate all over myself. That would be very bad. No screaming on stream. There we go. So that was the issue. The one door that I locked up here caused all that kind of a havoc. So weird. Oh, well. Nevertheless, they can do what they need to over here now. And actually, there's some more algae right here. They should grab that. Give me all the algae. Oh, and in here, we can even harvest this thing. Uh-oh. This floor is breaking. Oh, it's always something. All right. I'm going to need... I don't know what I'm going to need. I don't know if this is going to work. This thing's not going to last. I guess what I could do, actually, is... Rather than digging this out, what I'll do is I'll build another layer on top. We'll go to, I don't know, obsidian, I guess. And we'll build a layer of obsidian on top of this. And that should help fortify it. As long as they'll go down there in the water that long. I don't know if they will. We're about to find out. We'll see. It could all go very bad right now, and that could break loose, and we'll... Actually, I have a fair amount of water trapped here, so it's not really that bad, but... I would prefer not to let this drain out, because ultimately I'm going to have to pump this polluted water for use, likely in some irrigation and stuff at some point. Oh, they started building this now. We can get a door here. Actually, I don't even need a door there. Why would I bother? Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Hold on. Hold on. Nope, I don't. I thought I still had the heavy watt wire through here, so I don't even need a door. Save the materials. Cancel the door. Cancel. There we go. And in here, utilities, I think is where we're... Nope. Refinement? Where do we have our textile mill? There it is. There's the textile factory. It's in the stations. We'll get that set up there. Get some fancy suits on the way. Glittery gold lapels and all that wonderfulness. You're from the world known as Undertale. I see. It's been a popular game. Should make the bomb bros in the colony already have a bomb. Yes, but a bomb is actually a person. You beg me not to kill you first. You'll give me 5 souls. What am I going to do with souls? You're the only one that collects them around here. I've got no use for your soul. Alright, so this is all smooth here. Let's connect this thing up. Alright, so I think... Actually, this isn't growing as fast as I thought it would. 37%. Oh, no, that was... Oh, we got food decaying. Where did the food decay? Rotten sleet wheat grain. Oh, no. I should be storing the sleet wheat grains up here, where it's cold. That would make way more sense. I'm going to build those up there. And we'll move all the sleet wheat up there. Bummer. All right, so we got another duplicant. Let's get 1, 2, or 3 in the chat, and then whichever one it looks like, by a very serious and scientific method of randomly picking a number that you guys showed out, I'll pick a duplicant blindly out of the printing pod. We'll bring in another person. Grizzly Bear, 1 vote was actually sufficient. We don't really need a million from you. You know, you work better without nice suits. Me too. I like to work at home in my pajamas sometimes. All right, so we've got a couple of 1s there. Yeah. All right, let's go with number 1. Why not? Duplicate number 1. Oh, we got a yokel. This duplicate isn't the brightest star in the solar system. Cannot perform the job research, which is really not any kind of a detriment to me at all, because, frankly, I'm already finished all the research anyway. Name this one Evil Canuck. Thank you again for the super chat. Stress responsivometer. Ooh, decor expectations of 10. Ugh. At least they'll eat terrible food, which is good, because that's all I serve. Well, actually, I think it might be grizzly food I serve, because I just have the fried mush bars. That reminds me, too. I'm actually short 2 beds. I should probably try to figure out a place that we can put those, but I'm not sure where we're going to do it. Things are not looking good here. So and when we look at the temperature, it's actually really cold in the colony. This side over here is like freezing. Everybody who sleeps on this side of the colony is freezing their butt off. Everyone who sleeps on this side of the colony is kind of doing okay. Things got a little chilly over here. I should probably do some more insulated walls over here, because I think we still have more of it being, like, the temperature kind of being sucked out by the cold area over here. We get a chance to do that. Let's do... It doesn't really matter, I guess. I don't have any really good insulating materials, so we'll just use what we have. There we go. That'll help a little bit anyway. It's not going to do a ton, because this thing's actually producing cold. Oh, what have I got going on here? That has water. Does it not have power? Where's my power grid? Nope. Oh, no, it's working. Okay, good. Nice. How's our oxygen doing now? Ah, that's looking much better. Alright, so I don't know. I guess maybe just having these things down on the same level with the pump is kind of the way to go. It just doesn't seem to want to push the pressure down. At least not based on how quickly they're consuming it. Now, the only issue is I've got all this nasty CO2 business in here. I probably should put another algae terrarium, but we're kind of low on algae, so it's not like, you know, it's not like we have tons of it to spread around. If we get 20 likes, we must name next dude Bubble Cat. Why would we do that? I don't know how that works. Hi, Scarbo. Welcome to the stream. Just like real life, huh? Evil Canuck. Alright, so this is scrubbing well down here. It's got lots to do. Actually, it's not really scrubbing all that well. I find this thing is not nearly as efficient as it used to be. It used to just run constantly. Oh, it's getting a vacuum there. What's going on here? That's weird. It's almost like it's producing a vacuum and then it's stopping it from running. It should be going constantly and just devouring the CO2 that's down here. It's got no lack of carbon dioxide to work with. It's actually it's low concentration, but it's all there. I mean, it could be leaching it out. I don't know, maybe it's a pressure thing. Maybe if we get the pressure up here a little bit, it will press the, it'll kind of compress the CO2 a little bit and we can pump it out a little easier. At least our food's staying stored here. All right, so did we get these bins? Yes, we did. Let's get these set up for seeds, and I want these specifically just to be sleet wheat seeds. We'll set these at a 6. Because they're storing these in the other containers, and they're just spoiling anyway. So we'll put sleet wheat grain up here. This should be enough, I think, for the number of seeds we have. With any luck. And then hopefully that will stop that from spoiling, because I hate when the this stuff spoils out here. We need to mop this up too. Ugh, we got spoiled seeds all over the place. Sweep it maybe? Rotten sleet wheat grain. I wonder if that, does it just call it, does it consider like polluted dirt? Oh, I guess it does. Oh, it converts into polluted dirt. Interesting. Should make the bomb bros in the colony. You already have a bomb. Yeah, I'm naming that after people who are actually specifically in the chat as opposed to just like random names for the most part. So when can you start your genocide stuff and more stuff? I don't know. I mean, at the rate we're going, food is really our biggest concern. And once we get that balanced out, then the colony won't be really so much in risk anymore. The air scrubber works in mysterious ways lately. Yeah, a little bit. I actually do think it has a lot to do with the pressure that's down there, though. It's creating a vacuum, and then that's stopping it, and then it has to wait till the vacuum shifts. And how do I irrigate my plants? I have them just pumped right now with polluted water that's coming into the showers. This would not normally be enough polluted water to irrigate all this, at least not for the number that I have in here, except that I ran low of seeds because I wasn't producing excellent yield mealwood. So the amount of polluted water that's coming in here right now kind of works, although not awesomely. Actually, it looks like only some of these will even say that they're irrigated, but it looks like they're all predicting an excellent yield. So they're getting enough. They're getting enough anyway, but if we had more plants, it wouldn't be enough. And then in which case, you actually need to send polluted water from some other source over there. Disconnect the air scrubber from the irrigation supply line. That's the problem? No, I don't think so. It has plenty of water. The water's here. It should have no problem with consuming it. It's just that it's getting a vacuum here constantly. It's such low quantities, like 54 grams of CO2 down here. Like there's almost nothing down here atmosphere-wise, so it's just not really running. It's not really that big a deal. I mean, as long as we keep the air up here, then it doesn't really matter what we have. Oh, and actually, it's cleared out the CO2 that was sitting there. Now I'm sitting here waiting for this to move into that space. This thing's almost too efficient lately. I guess that's okay. Wait a minute, we got a mealwood sitting here. What? Dig that up. Actually, dig all this up too. There might be more mealwood hiding in there. Yeah, it's with the plants. You just have to make sure you're irrigating them with the right liquids. So the mealwood uses polluted water, and so does cancel this. So does the pinch of pepper. It uses polluted water. You want to use clean water for the blossoms, and I think you can use clean water for the sleet wheat also. However, it's largely not needed. I don't even bother trying to produce excellent yield sleet wheat because it produces so much, and it takes a really long time to grow anyway. It's like 18 cycles. So your polluted water from the shower is headed to the storage instead of the plants. Is it still? Oh, that's so funny. Are you kidding? All right, I'm not even gonna. This thing here, I'm gonna disconnect it. I thought I had no intention of having this set here after it didn't work. I meant to disconnect it before and I forgot. That's really funny. There we go. And then we'll just repair that pipe. Perfect. Thank you for the useful eye again. Let's mop up this down here since I'm polluting all my wonderful water with this nastiness. So if you haven't been watching the updates from Clay, the next update for Oxygen Not Included is going to add a lot more diseases and things into this into the game. So you'll have like a whole germ system where, like, when they use the toilets and stuff, it'll get germs, and if they throw up or if they go into different biomes, they can pick up germs that make them sick. Things like slime lung and a couple of other things. So that's supposed to come out, they're saying in a few weeks. Insufficient resources. It's supposed to be in a few weeks, so that they obviously, they never really peg a specific date on these kinds of things. Because I can't be sure exactly how long it's going to be, but... okay, we stopped the cracking over here, that's good. But it looks like the next update is going to have some cool stuff in it. It could look like a water pumping station and a few other things that should be really neat. I think I should probably try to do... Wow, I got lots of algae here. I should probably try and do something with slime, because I think I'm getting a lot of slime now. I could be producing a bunch of algae off of that. Dig all this up. Get rid of this here to... Or maybe I should do it down here. I mean, it would be probably a pretty good location for it, I think. The trouble is, if I get into these things, we're going to start producing a whole bunch of natural gas, which I'll have to deal with also. But what do we got in here? So we could use the biodistiller, fertilizer maker. How's my fertilizer? Oh, that's filtration. Duh. Organic fertilizer. There we go. 4,200 kilograms. Eh. It's not great, but I actually don't have all that many plants that are using it right now, so I guess it's not really that big a deal. I gotta explore. Let's send somebody out. I want to try and find a natural gas geyser that we can tap into for some power. Now, every time I've found them so far, they've always been in swamp biomes. So I'm going to send them out here. See if we can find something out this way. Should do biodistiller and power with manual power. Yeah, I mean, I've only got a couple of these puffs, though. I wish I could get them kind of collected together. Mind you, there is a fair amount of slime I could be grabbing also. I really could use manual power, though, because there's like no issues at all with having having enough duplicants. Aw, are you kidding? Beached. What? Ah, the fluid dynamics in this game are just so wacky sometimes. Sweep all this up. That stinks. That should be connected right there. It shouldn't have any issues with the fluid, but apparently it does. Textile factory needs to be told to make. You are correct. Let's get this thing working. Let's make some snazzy suits. Start off with 2 of them for now. We'll go on from there. Elijah Roberts. Hame. I don't understand. I just said fart. Who farted? Can you do biostiller? Let's see. What'd you get? Sorry, I'm trying to read through the chat and catch up a little bit here. I feel like I was looking away for a little bit. All right. We've got another... Oh, look at this. I've got hydrogen in here, too. Oops. It's because of this. I don't have filters set on this thing. This is probably the least efficient setup I've ever had for my oxygen. All the times I've played this game, this is the worst I've ever had my oxygen set up. So let's get 1, 2, or 3 again. So we'll blindly pick a duplicant, and then based on your selection, we'll send that duplicant into their doom in our colony here. We'll name it after somebody in the chat. CO2 blocks liquid. What? No, it seems to be fine now. That's so weird. Makes no sense at all. 3, 2, 2. Goku Kamehameha? I have no idea what that means. 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. I see a bunch of 2s. We haven't picked a 2 yet this game, so let's pick 2. Survey says, we got somebody that can't dig, but that's okay because we have 24 other people that probably can. Our colony's getting big. We're up to 25 now. This is a vomiter. We have an Ada on our hands. Who wants to join the colony that's not here already? Don't be mainstream, pick one. Let's go with Richard FWL. Kitten. Alright, there we go. We have another duplicant. Welcome to the colony. Let's try to keep the chat in English because I have no idea what you're saying. Alright, so we've got suits underway here. We'll build a little... Oh, we got one actually already finished. So, where's Caitlin Roberts? Because she paid for the privilege of having the very first suit off the line. Let me see. Oh, actually, I guess you can pick it right here. Caitlin, where are you? Caitlin Roberts, very first person on the list. Snazzy suit owner. Congratulations. You have your burial clothes ready. So we got one snazzy suit. That'll help out a little bit with decor. Stress is still in a really good place. Who do we have digging out here? We got all kinds of people out here. All right, we have a geyser here, but I'm not going to worry about that just now. Let's do a little tile step up here. I kind of would like to grab this algae right here, but I don't really want to compromise the wall that's surrounding this thing in case it decides to have a little bit of a blowout. When I have found the gas geysers before, they've always been like out in the deep reaches of the map. So I'm feeling like we're probably gonna have to go out relatively deep this way. Carve your way right through here, fellas. How far? I don't know. They're often like way out there. So, I mean, the map. Well, actually, this is already the edge of the map. So I've often found them like in this space, like out here, kind of thing. So I don't know. We'll kind of have to look. There's no way to tell until we actually get out there to see it. Unfortunately, they're not even bothering to pick up all the thimbleweed stuff. I've got so much of that laying around now. It took no time at all for this thing to get like a whole bunch of suits. I don't think I have enough of that, but whatever. Watch out for the water above. Yeah, there's going to be a bit of a flood that comes down there, but that's okay. It'll be alright. Worst case scenario, it'll flood into this space. As long as it doesn't trap them in there. Hot. He says it's too hot. Oh, it's 43 degrees out here. Oh, right, because it's right above this geyser. Wow, it is warm out here. Should probably be a little more careful of that. The funny thing is, if I do find a gas geyser out here, it's going to be so far out I will have almost no use for it. There's a pinch of pepper over there. Haven't seen a lot of that this game yet either. Alright, well, they're searching that direction and not finding a whole lot. I'm going to send a little expedition out this way also. Not through that steam geyser, though. Let's send them down this way. Dig right through here. We'll find some algae. We'll get some more slime. We'll expand the map a little bit. Put some of these guys to work that have just been kind of idly lazing around this place. Bunch of slackers. Well, we got a bunch of suits coming off the line, so I'll pick a few of you. It's all right. Ultimately, we're gonna get a whole bunch of really handsome corpses in our colony. That's right. We're on the leave a good looking corpse part. And oh, look at that. We got some excellent yield mealwood coming out here, which is good. So when they harvest this, we should get a seed here that drops also. Kerplunk. There we go. 2 seeds. Nice. They can go plant those. Actually, they planted them in the same planter boxes, but that's okay. At least this is starting to get some more food production out of it, and we're actually gaining ground even though we have more duplicants than we did when we started. And I haven't done anything to change our food production aside from getting some more growth out of these, so that's okay. Slow but sure. Make some minor improvements and things will get better. I don't see any gas geysers out here. I wonder if they'll even find one. There could also be one down. They pretty much always seem to be in the swamp biome. What about the big blocks of stone? What do you mean, the big blocks of stone? You mean like out here, sometimes you'll get like these patches and stuff like this? This is all like sand and igneous rock, so I don't know. We can check there. What I'll do is I'll build a ladder down here, actually. I'll have to be careful. If I break into this thing and it turns out there is a gas geyser in there, I'll start to flood this whole place with gas. That would be bad. No faith in my queenly powers. Oh, Ray. Are you still going on about that queen thing? I'm insulted. This is predicting excellent yield, but it's still only at 50, so we're not going to get any seeds out of these ones, unfortunately. But by the time they get to their last harvest, they should be producing some seed for me anyway. Oh, this poor little guy's trapped out here. I totally forgot about him. Well, I can't do anything to help you, buddy. If I put a door in there, you'll decompress my whole thing. And all that natural pressure, or not even natural pressure, but all the air pressure I built up in there to help the plants will just go away, and I don't want that. We need dog-like pets in this game. It would be neat if you could make pets out of stuff. Like, if you could, like, tame the hatches and have them follow you around and stuff. Oh, Ray. I've wounded Ray to the quick, apparently. Think faster! Actually, I should check this, too. I guess... Oh, we take this ladder, we'll extend it both ways. Whoop, we'll go up here. See what's in this thing. Probably nothing. I mean, every time I've checked one of these, it's always just been like a funny little pocket of rock and sand. But there is a possibility that it could be hiding a little geyser behind it, so we'll take a peek. Ooh, we got lots of coal down here. That's handy. If ever we need it, we can dig some coal out over here. And if our colony survives that long, we will definitely need it, because we're going to need some power. Childhood favorite. I must have missed something. Yeah, this is regular 3x speed. I pretty much just let it go on the fast speed all the time. Oh, I got the little hatch trap, or the little puff trapped in here. I thought he was out here for some reason. I guess he decided to make his way out. Okay, so we've exposed a little bit more over here. There's some morbs. Still no natural gas geyser, though. We're striking out. I guess we could build the ladder down here, I guess. Actually, I don't even know that they're gonna... They may not dig this one. They may not make that one just because there's too much polluted water and they may not go all the way down. But I need them to dig out below here if they're going to do any good. So let's do a ladder over here, maybe. And then we'll dig out this space here. We'll just let the water pressure break it through. The steam geyser is going to make things really warm in here. I'm surprised, actually, this isn't heating up a lot more. It's kind of just barely holding its temperature off. At some point, this is going to get too hot, and then I'm not even able to grow thimbleweed in here. It's actually, it's not that far off right now. I wonder if I should build like a little insulated wall in there. It's keeping the temperature nice in here for the moment, but at some point, this thing's going to overheat it. Under the gold, right on top of them. Under the wah? Who's the where now? Did I miss something? Throwing constraint ion camp. I don't care about the dupes, just like a German. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. They've got like 12% stress. These guys are living good, except for the people that are sleeping on the floor. They're maybe not living as good as the others. They don't have quite the same sweet life. And they get to rest, you know, a little bit. I'm actually surprised it's not saying that there's a whole bunch of them idle, because with 25 duplicants running around, I can never keep them all busy. All right, ooh, we got more suits ready. Let's put some more suits on people. So let's see. Let's put one on the lion gore. Let's see. Give one to shadow kill. Evil Canuck can have a suit. Wait a minute. Is this all the same suit? Ah, it is all the same suit. That stinks. I can't even... I gotta wait till he actually goes and picks it up, right? So Evil Canuck got a suit anyway. The Lion Gore can have the next suit. Alright, we have another duplicant. Duplicant number 26 coming in. Shadow 1, 2, or 3. We'll pick that duplicant without even seeing what kind of stats it has. We'll bring another poor sucker into our colony. I mean, another family member into our colony. Hi, Dragon Asana. My day's good. It's nice to be... I enjoy the weekends. And it's nice to stream on a weekend, too, because normally I don't stream on Saturdays too much. I commit mass genocide. I'm not going to commit mass genocide. It's just liable to happen, that's all. It's not even that I'm trying to make it happen. It's just a recognition that at some point, this whole thing is going to collapse under its own weight. Probably do the food. I think that'll probably be the thing that does us in. All right, so we've got a bunch of 3s. We've got some 1s in there. Let's go with the number 1. Narcoleptic. An amphibious narcoleptic. So hopefully he doesn't fall asleep while he's under the water doing his little amphibious running around thing. All right, we need to name this duplicant. What should we name it? Pick 2 and name it after me. Yeah. Freddy Muffins. I know some other people had asked already. I'm just trying to remember who that was now. Oh, Minnie Hunden. That's what it was. Minnie Hunden. Welcome to the colony. Okay, so we've got 26 duplicants now, and I still only have like 21 beds. Some of you poor fools are sleeping on the floor right now. Our oxygen position doesn't really... The way I have this whole colony set up doesn't really give me a lot of room to expand for more beds. I think I might need to set up a secondary oxygen production here somewhere and then expand into a new space, because this whole center part here is getting so concentrated with stuff now. And I really should probably set up some toilets too. Alright, let's go like this. I'm going to do some gas permeable tile in here. I'm going to set some toilets up over here. There'll be toilets right next to the textile factory. It makes perfect sense. That's how everyone organizes their things, right? Isn't that how that goes? How's Dorothy doing? Well, she's around here somewhere. She's got lower than 18 stress. Where is she? Dorothy's at 1% stress. She's not doing too bad. Alright. Who also wants a suit? Oh, it's Grizzly Bear was saying they wanted a suit. We'll give them one. No, look at that. I don't have enough materials. I thought I would have. This thing over here is producing lots of thimbleweed. I gotta scroll up more. This thing's producing lots of thimbleweed. They're just not picking it up to use it. Like, come on, people. Sweep this stuff up. If they don't sweep it up, apparently they're not going to use it in the textile factory. I don't know why. Who needs a suit? Oh, see, now this is weird. So it's not even telling me the people that have already given a suit to. So how am I supposed to know who to give a suit to? Oh, wait, there we go. There's a couple snazzy suits there. All right, I thought I gave Angel of Darkness one already, but maybe it was just that one that I was clicking on everybody. Trying to change ownership of the same suit like 100 times over. All right, we got another suit. Wow, we got 4 suits here. We got to start outfitting everybody. Tiki Toby can have the next one. Whereas Angel's still not wearing a suit. What is going on? I swear I've given Angel a suit now like 4 times. Is she actually wearing one this time? I think so. All right. Let me see. Richard's been asking for a suit. Let's give him one. Make sure Dorothy survives the genocide. Well, I'll do what I can, but when the colony collapses, I'm not going to have a ton of control over who's going to go down. At some point, everyone's going to go. It's just one of those things. How are they doing over here? Actually, they're making some pretty good progress, but oh, there's another cold biome down here, but I'm still not seeing a natural gas geyser. That's kind of disappointing. With my luck, they dug into one over here, and I just haven't been paying attention. No, they haven't been over here at all. Probably because I didn't tell them to dig this out, which is kind of an important thing. Until they dig that out, they can't even go forward. This will all drain down, and a certain portion of it will fall in here, but they're going to be walking in some sloppy water for a bit. Need to capture the puffs. Yeah, well, the trouble is the puffs, you don't have a lot of control over where they go so much. And I have so much slime out here. I mean, I could just dig up all this stuff. If my colony got to be like, I don't know, 500 cycles or something large, then that would definitely be something we would want, because they would be able to produce enough slime to keep us in algae that we would need to produce oxygen. But it's not really a big concern for me right now. They're kind of digging this space out down here. I wonder if maybe I should set up some biodistillers just for the sake of producing more algae. I mean, we got lots of slime. I guess we could make use of it. I just don't know if I have a power grid I can connect it to that makes a lot of sense. I guess I could just set it, set some manual power out here. So let's go to our refinement. So the biodistiller is going to output just polluted water and a little bit of heat, some poor decor. That's okay. I'm not really worried about decor so much, particularly not in the swamp biome. I mean, it's not exactly sexy out here anyway. There's a bug with a suit assignment. I had it practically in every save. Oh, that stinks. Is it the kind of thing where it like... Oh, you're right. Look at that. Angel just will not wear that suit. It doesn't matter how many times I tell her to put it on. She's ditching it somewhere. We have a bunch of people wearing suits, but for whatever reason, Angel just won't wear it. That stinks. You have to check on their stats if they're wearing a suit. They also give negative core of wearing the old suit. What? That's so weird. Little bugs. Stuff and more stuff is out to kill them all. 26 poor duplicant souls, and Stuff and More Stuff wants to make sure they meet their demise. I'm gonna dig this out. Might as well gather the resources, and then we'll just throw in some mesh tile. Why mesh? I don't know. It doesn't have to be mesh. That's just how I made it. Oh, this stuff all collapsed on me before I got that tunnel dug. I guess I should have left the gap a little bit bigger. I wonder if they'll... No, they're still... It looks like they're still going to dig it. So that's all right. But even down here, there's still no gas geyser. Oh, wait a minute. Is that one right there? No. Nope, that's a vacuum. I can't find a gas geyser. I want some natural gas. Ah, drat. Oh, I am hunting for a gas geyser. It's just that I haven't found it at all. I mean, it's not that it's a big deal. I can just put a whole bunch of manual generators and they can all run on the treadmill. I mean, I don't really need the gas geyser. I just like playing around with the stuff. You feel ignored. It's 5:01 there. Just woke up and saw streaming. I just wanted to know how it's going. It's not that I'm ignoring you. It's that I'm trying to play the game and pay attention to 121 people. Also gives negative decor. The like last cycle fashion crime. Oh, that's so funny. Well, let me check out the decor here. See how people are running around here. I don't see anyone radiating negative decor yet. It's probably a good thing. I mean, the decor in this whole area is pretty awesome as it is. I mean, he's even bringing some good decor all the way out into the swamp biome. You go. Oh, they got this dug out. That's good. Alright, so let's take a little peek in here and see if there's a gas geyser hiding in here. Hi, beheaded kamikaze. Glad you enjoy the game. I actually really enjoy it also. I lose too many hours to this game when I sit down to play it. I want gas. Yeah, no, I don't want... Well, you know, I have one flatulent duplicant, so I guess that's probably a legitimate approach there. All right, so let's put some biodistillers down here. Not for any really specific reason, but only because I have slime to spare, and I have people to spare. So let's put those people to work. And some little natural power generators. How much do these things take? I totally forget. Let's see. Refinement. Biodistiller takes 120 watts. These things produce 400, so I actually don't need both of these. I can cancel that. I think they produce 400. Yeah, so I only need one. Oh, that was weird. No, go through the floor. There we go. And I'm actually going to need to build a little more floor here, because when they dig that out to put in the wire, they're going to wind up messing it up on me. There we go. Ta-da! Oh, wait, we need piping. Plumbing. Do a little liquid pipe out of here. Just like so. Put a little exit spout on there. We'll just spit it all down into the void. Let's see if we can make a big swimming pool down here. Maybe leave it a little bigger. Yeah, there are still a few people sleeping on the floor. I haven't got a... I don't have a room that I can break into that's going to work out for me. Let's get some power production here. Actually, I really should throw a battery down here, too, so I'm not wasting power. There we go. And I heard the wonderful printing pod turn back on again. Hooray. More mesh tile. There we go. Perfect. All right, so we've got another duplicate coming in. Duplicate number 27. What did we get up to in the last colony we did this with? Was it 33 before everything just kind of collapsed on itself? I think that might have been where we ended up before. So I'm trying to see whether we can get past 33 duplicants. I think we were like 33 duplicants in like 100 cycles or something. Something like that. Feel like that's right. Maybe not, because it's 74. I think you get a duplicate every 3 cycles. So maybe it might have been a little bit higher than that, but we'll see. I'm seeing the number 2 a whole lot in there, so I'm going to pick number 2 this time. See who we get in here. Duplicate number 2, survey says. Oh, we got our first loud sleeper. Wow. 27 duplicates in, and it's our first loud sleeper that we randomly picked. It just goes to show you how rare that comes up. Let's call this one Dragon Ixana. There we go. Print. More duplicates. I need more beds. I really need to... I'm gonna have to terraform a bit, I think. How can I do this effectively? I should terraform a space over here maybe and try to convert all this into something that's got its own oxygen supply if I can. It was 33 when I died off. A few dupes had died before. Yeah, there had been a couple deaths. And actually, this one here, I'm surprised there hasn't been a single death yet. Funny how I gave the idea for manual power for the biodistiller, and now I'm running the manual generator. Are you really? Oh, it's Shadow Kill there now, but it was you, maybe. That's funny. So is my food under control? Not really. It's stable. You'll see the kilocalorie count go up and go down. So far it's stable. Mostly we've got more meal ice in here now than we have mush fry, so I should actually... Some of these things in here I should try to convert to lice loaf. So since we're getting some lice out of that now, we get some better kilocalories out of the lice than we do out of the mush bars. But it's still not super stable. We're relatively flat right now. We'll see what happens. Wow, that took like a quick 5,000 kilocalorie drop. Switch over to the lice bars and boom, and everything goes in the toilet. I feel like this one you like Factorio if you're going to do it. Yeah, actually, I'm going to try out Factorio next week. Ooh, oh, look at that. We got a whole bunch of excellent yield meal lice coming up there. There's 5 of them. That'll be good. So that'll give us more good yield in terms of like the kilocalorie count that we'll get off of this, but then also more seeds to plant. So our meal wood is actually growing up quite nicely, considering we were all the way down to like 3 or 4 of them. The puffs are cool. I wish I could corral them together a little bit better. Clean water is running low. Oh, thanks for the heads up. Ooh, it is running low. How do I want to deal with this? I haven't been using sand, so I really could just... I guess I could just pump gross water in and use a purifier. I think that's maybe what I'll do. Let's get a pump going down here. Da-da-da, liquid pump. Yeah, we'll set it down there. I think this is what I want to do. Plumbing. Is it? I think it's a refinement, isn't it? Yeah, there's my water purifier. So I'm going to set my water purifier down here, I guess. This may not be the best location for it. Whatever. Over here, I'm going to need to pump in some nasty, dirty water. So I'm kind of going to repurpose this piping a bit. Man, this is I'm going to have a whole mess of stuff going on here. Okay. I want to deconstruct this. How do I want to set this up? So if I send the piping all the way up here with the polluted water, And then I can just send a pipe like right down here. I'm going to leave a little bit of extra space here just because I'm curious to see whether this scrubber backs up. And if it does, that could produce a bit of a problem for me. But let's do a liquid bridge here. Like so. We'll do another one here. I can't do it across the ladder. Of course I can't. Ah. Okay, hold on. Deconstruct buildings. We'll get rid of the ladder here. We'll use a second liquid pipe once they get that deconstructed. There's a bug when you use the water per fill. It'll make the water set level degrees even if it's from the steam geyser. Jack's bomb. Oh, you picked up on the Canadian accent, huh? About. Out and about and about. Most of the time, I think my Canadian accent is relatively well hidden. Mostly because I deal so much with our businesses based as US based. However, man, this is really messy. I made a really messy setup right here. This is going to be like super ugly, but whatever. I'll do a liquid pipe here. Sorry, liquid bridge. Throw that right there. Can I put a vent right on the end of this bridge? No, I can't. I got to actually have a pipe. Of course I do. Wouldn't want to make it easy on me. Like so, and we'll do it like here, and we'll just dump all the we'll dump the fresh water back into there. Some of this isn't going to make a lot of sense because realistically, I could just be sending this into the fresh water line and then reducing the need for what has to come out of the liquid pump. But yeah, I'm just going to make a big mess. This will be probably my least efficient setup ever, but that's okay. Deconstruct liquid pipes over here. I don't need that. I am going to need power though. Lots and lots of power. Wow, I have no power running down there at all. That's interesting. For some reason, I thought I had something over here that had power, but I guess I must have nixed it at some point. Oh, gosh. Let's just make this super derpy. There we go. Wow, that's a lot of power line. I hope they have enough material to build all that line. It's like a super long wire. Yeah, I got totally messed up by the changing color for the in and out, but also, and I still connect them the wrong way sometimes. That's right, Evil Canuck. Everyone else has an accent. It's not us. Oh, yeah, the newfies. Yeah. Hey, what you doing there, bye? Okay, we need power for this thing. Wow, we're actually getting a lot of power on this lower grid that I'm not really thrilled about. I may actually need to send another line down here and use a transformer because I'm actually getting quite a bit on this lower section. Originally, I really didn't have all that much down there, and I was gonna put the heavy watt wire down and put another transformer, and then I just didn't bother because there was just not enough down there. But also works with the shower and the bathrooms. Oh, you mean the temperature thing? There's probably a lot of people in the chat that play RimWorld, because I think if people like this game, they probably like RimWorld also. Oh yeah, we got a whole bunch of clothing here still. I guess I could put some more suits on people. If I can manage to actually get them to keep the suit on when I give it to them, that would be great. I've made a whole pile of suits, and there's only like a few people actually wearing them. Deconstruct buildings. Let's get rid of this. No, not buildings. I want liquid pipes. Get rid of that little stem there. How's our water setup? Oh, look at that. It's going. Blammo. These guys are really efficient now that I got like 27 of them doing things. But they didn't finish this pipe because they can't reach it, naturally. Drat. Okay. Put a little tile there so they can reach out there and finish that last little piece of piping. And then once they have that, I think we'll be good to go. What the? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize the water purifier produced polluted oxygen now. I wonder if it's only because it's not currently running. Tell me somebody could reach that last little pipe. Come on. Killing me. All right. I didn't do this very well. I should have put the pipe like one section lower. This is pretty much like the messiest setup I've had. That's funny. You guys are calling dibs on the suits, but I can't even get the people to keep the suit on when I actually get them in there. Come on. We're almost out of fresh water. That's our oxygen supply. We don't want that to go away. Oh, wait. It's finished. Survey says. There we go. It's working. Sort of. Where'd it go? That's no good. My double pipe bridge did not work. Apparently you need a segment of pipe in between. Ah, killing me. You guys are making it hard for me to work. Alright, let's get rid of buildings. We'll destroy this. I'm going to need to destroy this pipe bridge. And then we're going to need a little segment of pipe that goes down one over here. I wonder why the double pipe bridge doesn't work. That's so weird. I wonder if it like confuses the inputs and outputs or something. Name the next dude Fatty Muffins. Why Fatty Muffins? Yeah, it's that one little section of pipe in between the two. I mean, it's kind of a silly requirement, but there it is. We got to have it. Let's destroy a liquid pipe here. I'm gonna get rid of this one. And then we'll set a new liquid bridge right here. Spin that around. When they get that build, hopefully this ugly, horrible, disgusting mess of piping setup will actually work. I mean, come on. It's still not going. Is it a power issue? It's not a power issue. Ah, man, I hate this game sometimes. Alright, deconstruct this. Maybe we stick it in another pipe bridge, it'll sort out the problem. I wonder if it was just backed up in there somehow. Spin this. Show me the money. Or did it just not connect over here? That's possible too, I guess. There we go. Jackpot! Alright, we have water again. What a mess. Elijah's calling for sacrifices. Alright, well, hopefully that will kind of help sort out that water issue, at least for a little bit. Oh, somebody got trench stench. Oh no, building entombed. What's entombed? Oh! Yeah, we don't want that. Let's take that out. Should probably prioritize that, because I kind of need power. Gonna need the electricity. Yeah, the initial bridge was bugged. I got it sorted. It's okay. What a mess. What a mess. Alright, that's working again. That's good. Perfect. Oh, we got another duplicant. Oh my gosh. Duplicant number 28. I think I stopped building beds at 21. I need to build a whole other living quarters. Which means a little bit of terraforming. That's what it's going to take. Terraforming. Bags of money. I wouldn't mind bags of money. Software developers call those features, yeah. It's not a bug. If the bug lasts long enough, it is a feature. All right, 1, 2, or 3. Shout it out in the chat. We'll pick another random duplicant out of here. We'll bring them in. We'll welcome to our little underground torture chamber. Have a good night, stuff and more stuff. Thanks for coming out to the stream. No, I'm not going to call it Fatty Muffins. I'm going to name after somebody in the chat. Looks like we got mostly number 1, so I'm going to pick duplicate number 1. Number 1. Dimensionally inept. Yay, we got somebody who can't build. That's awesome. So, oh, they're destructive too. So if they get upset, they'll break things and then not fix them. Good times. Oh, actually, they might fix, but they won't build. They definitely won't build. All right, what we should name this duplicant? We've got 27 other people named in here. I'm actually really going to... I know there's more of you in here that would like somebody named after... a duplicate named after you. I just got to figure out who it is. All right. All right, Vamp say 6, but I can't do the crazy accent things you got on your name. Oh, you don't have any. For some reason I thought you had those little funny little slashy eye toppers, but Vamp say 6. Welcome to the colony. Fatty Muffins. Oh, Fatty Muffins is here. Wait a minute. Sorry, Fatty Muffins. I thought he was just making up a random name. Alright, next one will be Fatty Muffins. I'll name the next one Fatty Muffins. I hear somebody that's sick. Alright, we got more suits on the floor. If I can get somebody to actually keep the suit on, then we'll get some more people wearing them. Let's go with, let's see if Little Big will wear a suit today. There we go. Little Big's got the snazzy suit and the spores. Let's see. Dorothy can wear a suit. I don't know if Dorothy's much of a suit wearer, but she can wear it now. Let's see. Who else? Maybe Matus won't bury himself in the wall next time if he's wearing a snazzy suit. Garlic bread, name them garlic bread. Thanks, Nathan Paul. Almost at 12K now, actually. We're just a little shy of 12,000 subscribers now, so it's been growing pretty well this year. You were wrong on my reasoning. I've got the snore down here. Fortunately, they're not snoring near anybody else, so everyone's still getting a half-decent sleep. But if I do ultimately build a bed for them, I'm going to have to remember that I have a snorer in the crowd. We'll have to kind of separate them out a little bit. I think what I can do, in order to recover a little more space, I could try digging in here, I guess. And we can try and capture out some of this space and actually make some living quarters in there. It's not going to be pretty, though. And we got the fancy toilets sticking up the joint down here. Just don't get this thing's not even purifying the air anymore. They're like, just let the compost heap stink. We don't need that. Mozzarella pizza. Yeah, now I'm hungry too. Thanks. Hi, Isaac Mail. Welcome to the stream. Not that late, I guess. What time is it? I don't even know. Got about another 40 minutes or so left in the stream, and then we'll call it a wrap for tonight. Actually, I'm surprised that at 28 duplicates we're not completely out of food yet. Lice loaf. This thing is out, so I'm gonna switch back to making some lovely mush bars. And this thing can make some more mush fry. Yum. Sounds so appetizing. What are these things at? Growing 96%. Ooh, we're gonna get a whole bunch of sleet wheat in a minute. And then I guess we can use the cooking station to make some fancy bread. Maybe I should build a second cooking station for that purpose. We're getting a lot of people in here, so I guess we could probably use a second one. Hopefully I got enough power to run this thing. How's that grid? Which grid is that on? Ooh, this actually might be pushing a little bit for power on this grid. It does only take 60 for the cooking station, so hopefully that won't cause too many problems. But let's make some fancy bread. Make some frost buns. It's poor quality food, but it'll be good enough for them because frankly they're just eating they're eating bugs and stuff right now. Mush bars made out of mud that have been deep fried. Mmm, tasty. Oh, your stream was behind. Yeah, that would do it too. Manual power. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't have a lot of space here to set up manual power. I've got one little manual generator here. What can I do here? I guess, if I recapture this, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a little terraforming here. Let's recapture the space that's out here. As much as I can, anyway. I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to dig out this whole space in here. I'm going to try to insulate it. And then I'm going to see if I can try to cram in a few more beds into this area in here. It's going to be like the noisiest bedroom ever, but I got to do something. Everybody's sleeping on the floor. Well, not everybody, but like... We got 7 people sleeping on the floor now, and that's not really the best situation. But it'll also give me a little bit of room. I can do maybe some manual power generation here. And I can get rid of some of these. I don't need all these anymore. Let's deconstruct some of these. Jesus, guys are running around like they're hyper. Alright. This is going well. I'm gonna get that carved out. We're getting a little bit of algae to that too, which would be good. So we're getting a little extra bump in our oxygen production out of that. Super God mode. Probably cook my dirt bars now, at least to keep me going. Yeah, well, good old dirt bars. Oh, wait a minute, we're at 0 kilocalories. That's so weird. Did I run out of dirt? Oh no, it's just missing mush bars, that's all. So I've got Kazi making mush bars and the Evil Canuck making mush bars. We've got Canadians cooking at the grill today. Okay, so I'm gonna use insulated tile in here, mostly because I want to try to make sure that the cold biome that's just above here could cause some issues for me, temperature-wise. I'm gonna insulate this whole thing. And I'm probably going to need to do some sort of an airlock kind of thing down here, too. Otherwise, this isn't going to work out too well. We'll dig out some of this on this side. Look at that. We'll have room for, I don't know, like a couple more beds anyway. What is the made-up god in the Don't Starve Together stream? Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about. I think I saw an outhouse that needs cleaning. That could be. Oh my gosh, I have 4 outhouses and I have 28 people. I really need to work on this bathroom business too. Let's get a couple lavatories in here. Alright, these are gonna need fresh water. Which I can't do through the floor. These little pipe bridges I don't think you can put on the floor. Oh, maybe you can put them in there. No, I guess you can do that now. Score. Alright, good. So we'll do that. So we get clean water into here and into here. And then we'll just... Is this still connected? It is. We can send this up this way. We'll just purify the water. There we go. Make sure these people actually have some way to go to the bathroom, because soon they're going to be peeing on the floor with only 4 outhouses and 28 people. I'm going to try and make bunk beds. Yeah, well, not bunk beds, but I'm going to try and make some more cots. Over here, I'm going to try and purify the air that's in this space. I actually need another door here. This is not really the best setup for this, only because there's so much polluted oxygen right here, but I'm going to take an air scrubber here. We'll destroy this door. Who made a mess? Ah! Evil Canuck, you peed on the floor, man. Oh, right, because I broke away your flooring. Look at that. Apparently they want to be able to get places instead of just going on the floor, but whatever. We'll give them that for now. They're going to have to kind of hop across, but we'll get this all sorted out. Why does one of my biodistils have Parkinson's? What? I'm confused now. Yeah, well, see, the thing is, the reason I didn't make lavatories earlier is because these produce, the compost produces fertilizer without having to use a fertilizer maker machine thingamajigger. What do they call it? I got more people peeing on the floor. Where is it here? The fertilizer maker. So I can produce fertilizer naturally using compost, but if you use the toilets, you can't do that. You got to use the machine. Starting to get hydrated. Yeah, I am. That's okay. It's all built up top here. It's only in little pockets. Not super worried about it. Ooh, this is all hydrogen here. Oh, drat. So, this is sort of the risk in the way that I set all this stuff up. Normally when I set up my oxygen room, and I decided to do it differently this time, but normally I keep it enclosed and I'll use filters in order to try to filter everything out. And then I use just the pumps that are in here in order to send the oxygen into the different areas of my base, and I control the oxygen that way. I decided to try to do something a little bit different this time and see if I could just produce enough oxygen in here that a gas permeable floor would let it pass through and down into the colony, and they'd get oxygen that way. But what I found is that the oxygen just doesn't spread fast enough. So the reality is you end up with really high pressure oxygen up here, and then right below it you have like super low. So I decided to put some electrolyzers down low here by the pumps to make sure that they had oxygen. But now what we've got is we're getting oxygen or hydrogen that's actually trapped in this upper layer of our base. Now, it's not really that big of a deal because it's going to kind of spread out up here anyway. And actually what I could do is I could probably just put a gas permeable floor in here. It will rise up into this pocket. And that is absolutely what I'm going to do. So it'll rise in up over here and stay trapped up in this spot, which isn't really that big of a deal, but not really super optimal. So we've got another duplicant coming in, number 29. So if everyone can get again the shout out 1, 2, or 3 in the chat, we'll pick a colonist blind or a duplicant blind. We'll bring them in. Add to our chaos. That'll be 29 duplicants. So 4 off of where we made it to last time. Our food is actually getting to be in a better place now because we're getting a lot more out of our mealwood, which is good. Did you just realize I have 2 voices? 2 voices? I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so you got a whole lot of 3s. We'll pick number 3 for this duplicant. Loud. Oh, another loud sleeper. Oh, 2 in a row, back to back, we got loud sleepers. 27 cycles in, we didn't get a single one, and now we got 2 in a row. Yeesh. Alright, well, let's name this one. Oh, wait a minute. I already said I would name this one. What was it? Was it Fatty McMuffin? Fatty Muffin? I don't remember. Fatty Muffins. That's what I was going to name it. Fatty Muffins. There we go. Print. Fatty Muffins. I did remember. It took a little thought. My brain hurt a little bit. Takes 3 fertilizer maker to power a natural gas generator. Critical duplicant. You've even got duplicant in your name. You're already a duplicant. I never did find that the gas geyser. Although I did dig it over here and never went to check it. Maybe I should check this. I have a feeling this is all just going to be a little pocket of sand in here. But we'll take a little peek in there. Take a little peek in here. See what the deal is. I don't think there'll be any gas geysers in there, though. I mean, realistically, I don't need it. At this point, I could put like 20 duplicants on treadmills and just power half my base. Well, probably almost my whole base at this point. Yeah, the loud sleepers are going to be a bit of a challenge. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them to bed. Particularly since I'm having trouble getting room to even like have beds for people. Never mind special ones for loud sleepers. And I'm a loud sleeper myself. Alright. I need a little platform here they can stand on because they can't quite reach high enough for this. Once I get this closed off, I'm going to use the little deodorizer to try and filter out all this nasty oxygen that's in here. Wait. Gas geyser. You saw a gas geyser? Below where I was. Oh, there. Oh my gosh. I'm totally blind. There it is. Yay! Now what am I going to do with it? It's really in an inconvenient spot. I guess I could drill straight across over here, actually, and make use of it. We'll go through a little bit of Morb territory, and things are going to be a little toasty over here, but I think that'll work. Yay, we did finally find one, though. Man, that took forever. All right, let's, I don't know. How am I going to do this? Let's do a little mesh tile over here. And then we'll just dig in. Actually get some coal along the way, too. Things are going to be a little toasty down there, though. Poor people. Hi, Bomb. No, there's mods in here somewhere. Hey, Bomb, you're a mod, even. Yep, I did find that gas geyser, so that's good. Oh, what do we got in here? We got a bunch of polluted oxygen in here. What's going on? Oh, this thing is producing polluted oxygen. Polluted dirt. Huh. Well, I wasn't expecting that. I don't remember. It didn't do that before. That must have been a change they made. So now it actually produces polluted dirt. That's great. Stunk up the whole joint. All right, let's put an air deodorizer in here. Try and get some of this nastiness cleaned up, and then I'm gonna need to sweep up this mess. I don't think I have a place that this is being stored, though, so I'm going to just put a little storage compactor in here. I'll set it for polluted dirt, and then hopefully they'll clean up this mess. Put 2 sculptures between the beds of loud sleepers that reduces the range of... Oh, that's cool. Like, you mean like a sculpture on either side, or what? You shouted at me 5 times. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not constantly watching the chat. There's that whole thing of... Well, yeah, see, while you were shouting, I was already seeing. Remember that you're a good 30 to 45 seconds behind me in the stream also. So anytime that I'm saying something I said it basically 30 or 45 seconds before you're seeing it. Or hearing it, I guess. You can feed the polluted dirt to the hatches. Yeah, but the trouble is the hatch is in a space where I have to dump the polluted dirt on the ground and then let it stink up the place. I don't really want to do that. So let's set this for organic polluted dirt. And then we'll see if they sweep that business up. And actually, I should set this for sweep only. No, I'll leave it the way it is. Just produce more. Nasty. Are they going to pick that up right away, or are they going to leave it? I have a feeling they're going to leave it. What happens if I set this to a 6? Are they going to go steal it from some other containers and put it down there? Where are they? Where is it? Oh, they're cleaning up the polluted dirt from in front of the toilets because these things are actually backed up. All right. That's okay. I think that'll work for now. I think those are the only places because they have these all set to not store polluted dirt. So they'll steal it if the compost gets backed up, so that's good. And they'll clean it up from the water purifier, and that's good too. So much work staying on top of all these guys. All right, I'm going to deconstruct this. I don't need that. It sounded like somebody peed or puked on the floor or something. I don't know where, though. I can't keep tabs of these guys anymore. They're everywhere. It's like trying to follow an ant colony. Wherever everywhere, they consume huge amounts of sand. Yeah, I have a lot of them in play, too. But unfortunately, I have a fair amount of sand kind of everywhere. But I have a feeling that running out of sand is going to be lower on my scale of issues relative to, you know, running out of food and death and all that kind of stuff. I have a feeling. I just have the sneaking suspicion the colony's not going to last long enough to run out of sand, but we'll see. Let's see. I'm going to deconstruct buildings. I want to get rid of this ladder bit here so we can put an airlock in. Whenever they get that broken up. You put one sculpture next to the bed. It reduces the sound by 1 tile. So if you put 2 on both sides of the bed, you'll have no problems with loud sleepers. Well, the trouble is, if you put 2 on both sides of the bed, you're really only reducing it by 1 tile. Because they have like a 3-tile reach. So if you take up 2 of those tiles with statues, you haven't really accomplished a ton. Yep, you did see a geyser over there. I'm starting to dig my way over there. I have them working on it at least a little bit. Yeah. Well, you know what the difference was for the... It's not so much that I put a Gordon Ramsay on the cooking station. It's that I told them to start cooking the sleet wheat. So this, I now have 2 cooking stations going, but this one's producing the frost rolls, the frost buns or whatever. Ooh, and I'm actually almost out of grains. I should probably leave that for now until I produce more. Let's make this one do mush bars also. There we go. So this sleet wheat grain... Oh, well, actually, I must have harvested some. Because I thought these top ones were at like 90% or something, but... So yeah, we got a good boost, but it's only because I was producing a whole bunch of sleet wheat buns. And actually, I should plant more sleet wheat too. Except that I just cooked up all the grain. Go me. Oh no, I have 884 grain. What am I thinking about? Man, cook away. Make frost buns. I got tons of grain. We're good to go now. Food shortage. 27,000 calories. We're short on food. I think that's pretty good considering we're all in under 2,000 calories before. Actually, we're at 0. So where we're sitting now is really fine. It practically is gourmet cooking, yeah. I mean, it's not, it's still not like the top-end food, but it's better than what I had. Let's throw a mechanized airlock in here. And then we're going to try and start cleaning up some of the oxygen that's in here. So we'll throw an air deodorizer down here. Throw one up here. We'll throw one up here. Try and clean up some of this polluted air that's in here. If I can get this cleaned up in here, then I can break out this wall here and we'll expand. I'll have a little bit larger living quarters. Yeah. Frost buns. What I should do actually is use a ladder to get up to here too, instead of using this door. So that way we don't actually... I'll just take away the risk of having polluted oxygen get in here. It's going to take a little while for this to kind of clean all this mess up, though. I don't know how long it's going to take. This thing can be deconstructed because I'm breaking up the floor there anyway. I'm not going to need it. With 29 dupes, it may not be fine. Well, it's not fine, but as long as we can tread water at this place, I think we'll be okay. We're not totally dead yet. We're doing okay. We're not doing great, but we're doing okay. I mean, they're staying alive at least. This door, I want to get rid of. Well, they're still working on it, I guess. I'll leave it there for now. Once they're finished, I'm going to get rid of this door, so we'll have this all sealed off. And then I'll probably build a second chamber down here. I think that's probably a good idea. Let's do that. We'll build a second chamber down here so that we'll have like a little airlock system. We'll dig this out. Dig out over here. There we go. So that'll give us a little airlock space. I can set my air purifiers in there, so when they're coming in and out of that swamp biome, it'll be fine. And then this way, we'll kind of recover some of that territory. We can finally get some beds and stuff. I am a little worried about how the air pressure is going to be in there, though. Not thrilled with that, to be honest. Yeah, max stress is... Well, actually, max stress is now 1%. Every time they go to bed, their stress gets better. Richard, I actually have enough mods in the chat right now. I don't think we need to... I don't want to make too many mods in here. I think we already have like a half a dozen. The 2 in slide tells me because they don't reach on top. Where is that? Oh, up here. Oh, that's okay. That's not really a big deal. I guess I could dig this out in here so they can reach it, but it's not really a big issue. Oh my gosh, we got another duplicant. We're up to 30 now. 1, 2, or 3. Who are we picking? Another random duplicant coming in. It's because I have this thing running on fast speed. I swear this thing it never turns off almost. Did one of your dudes produce meal ice? Yeah, he probably did. I have a duplicant that has flatulence, and unfortunately, when they break wind, it produces these little pockets of natural gas that float everywhere. I built this little section in the bottom to kind of contain the gases. And I should switch this out to a door so I can let the carbon dioxide out into the lower area so that it can be scrubbed. Because the way it is right now... Let's maybe break this and we'll get a door already in here. Build this priority 9 because I don't want to lose a whole ton of air pressure. There's going to be a lot of air pressure that comes out here in a very short amount of time. Build my door. Most of the time this door will be locked, but this will give me a sort of a way I can let out some of the carbon dioxide pressure and make room for more flatulence. All right, so I see a whole bunch of, what do we got here? 3s, 2s, a whole bunch of 1s, more 3s and 2s. All right, let's go with number 3. Duplicate 3. Ah, we got an anemic. Nicola. Professional miner. Clean water is non-existent right now. Uh-oh. I should probably swap that around, I guess. Yeah, it's not so much that it confuses me, so much as it is just that the numbers just pile up. All right, who am I going to name this duplicant? What am I going to call this one? Let's call this one Critical Duplicant. No, actually, I think there was somebody... Sandra, I think, had wanted one first, or was it Samantha? Samantha Myers. There we go. Print. All right, duplicate 30 is in. You're right. Clean water is pretty much non-existent. Sorry, I had to mute a second while I cough. All right. Crud. It's always something. We're cleaning a fair amount of water here, but I think I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place, and we'll just connect the piping here directly. And then I can get rid of this bridge. There we go. And we'll just go with the direct route. So this water is going to run out, and I really should try to do something with a steam geyser so we make sure that we have a constant supply of fresh water that we can work with. I just haven't really wanted to muck around with it just yet, but I think we're going to need one. And ultimately, the biggest thing in trying to set up the steam geyser is really just trying to get it so that I have it clean, so I'm not getting polluted water in it. But it should be okay. So that's all flowing well. So we've got a good supply here, and actually, it's going to save a little bit of power because this pump's not running quite as much. That all seems to be going fine. All right, we're good. All right, so we've got that cleaning up there, but this, again, this supply over here is not going to last forever either. So, yeah, really, I'm going to need to crack into a steam geyser so we can get some infinite. Need water for the mush bars. Oh, you're right. That's probably why they've been stealing it all. That's what the deal is. They're stealing it all for the mush bars. Yep. Oh, I've got a puffed in here. That's really not convenient. All right, let's open this door. I need that puff to get out of here. He needs to go back in here where this polluted oxygen is. I mean, he's actually helping to clean up in here a little bit, but he's also dropping his slime everywhere, which produces more polluted oxygen. It's really not convenient. Make some dirt and water in a cup and throw it in a deep fryer, and you get a CrypticFox meal. That's right. Then the question is, do you eat it with a fork or a spoon? Yeah, I have lots of steam geysers. I haven't taken the time to... Oh, okay, wait a minute here. I can get rid of this door now. Deconstruct this thing. And then we'll do Party 9, insulation building, and we'll try and keep this puff stuck out of here. Don't go through the door. Don't go through the door. Don't go through the door. No, don't sleep on the job. Just build the wall. Just build the wall. Mini Hundons, leave it on the job. All right, if they get this built, that'll keep the puffed out there. Just don't get stuck in the wall, buddy. He's so close. He's going to duck into that wall, and it's going to make a mess. There we go. Phew. All right, that's good. We're going to need to deconstruct down here. Buildings. Get rid of this. Throw another door down bottom. No. What is going on? I'm hitting the wrong button. There we go. How long left in the stream? We've got about 15 minutes left in the stream. And then we'll call it a wrap for tonight. Yeah, roughly that anyway. Can you see the bias still on the right is constantly turning off? In terms of not having enough power, or... Oh, yeah, it is. What is going on here? I wonder is, Oh. I wonder if it's because of the way I actually have the piping set up here. Is it just an issue that because the pipe's blocked, it's constantly stopping and it's not pumping? I mean, not that I really need it. I just built it there for the sake of having something. Just build a wall. Cryptic Trump. Thanks very much. We'll get the duplicants to build a wall and we'll make them pay for it. Some random science guy singing lyrics in the chat. That's funny. If I knew the song better, I would sing along with you, but I don't. Alright, we'll clean up down here. I think we've got some carbon dioxide in here, but there's not a lot of breathable air in this space. This thing is going to be like... It's going to be like a little vacuum area initially because there's just not enough oxygen to spread out over here. I can get rid of this. This can go. Deconstruct that. We'll build some more tile flooring in here to extend this floor out to where our ladder is. And I think I want to put the ladder all the way down the side if I can. Just to kind of maximize our space a little bit. Although, no, maybe I shouldn't do that. I keep changing my mind, but I think what the deal is here, I can put some beds for the loud sleepers on the other side of the ladder. And it might separate them from other people a little bit to keep them awake. Solution for slime collection, timely storage, partially submerged storage compactor design only for slime and water. Set high priority. Yeah. Make Canada pay for it. Canada doesn't pay for anything. Blame me for me buying this game. Well, Gamma the Great, you're welcome. At least you bought a good game. This game's awesome. I played so much of this game since I bought it. I should probably check my timer on it because it's got to be getting up there. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? Hydrogen, hydrogen. CO2. Why do I have ridiculous amounts of CO2 up here? Oxygen is not looking pretty here. I really need to just totally rework my oxygen room and get it back to the way that I actually like to do it. But maybe do either after yourself and let us know when the colony ends. Like Cryptic Bringer of Death. That's funny. I'm not the bringer of death. I'm the receiver of death. I want to destroy this because I don't need it anymore. I hear some duplicants that are really not very happy right now. It's surprising that my stress is only at 3%. Is somebody trapped somewhere? Maybe I'm hearing things. I thought I could hear like a little squealing duplicant, like when they get their head stuck in a tile kind of thing, but I don't see them now. I guess it's fine. We ran out of water in the air scrubber, did I? Did I? Nope, I've still got water there. It's just not scrubbing very quickly because there's a very low concentration down here. It's actually sitting in a little pocket of oxygen. But something else is going on up here that's letting all this CO2 in. It's really low quantities though. Like I think it's just a function of it just not having, it's just not oxygenated. If we break out this wall here, that'll let some oxygen in. Not tons of it, mind you, but it'll let some in. We'll use gas permeable tile here for this flooring. We need to deconstruct these tiles here because I don't need them anymore. This thing can go. We can deconstruct that. There we go. Perfect. I disconnected the scrubber a bit. No, not really. It's just that it's just sitting in a pocket of oxygen. It's not really scrubbing anything. Tell CrypticFox that it was here but had to go. Hello, Calitotos. I see you there. Thanks for checking out the stream. Spawn 30 dupes in the get-go. Name them all the same names except mine, which I want to rename and start fresh. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Starting with 30 duplicants right off the bat. That colony would not live long. They would either get a ton done in a very short amount of time, or they would all just die really, really fast. I'm going to put gas permeable tile for all the flooring in here. And actually, I should put some up top here, too. Swap this out. I can deconstruct this. Look at that. We've recovered a little bit of space. Air deodorizer, that can be deconstructed. Now, the only trouble is I've got this stinky polluted oxygen sitting like right below the beds, but what are you going to do? Okay, furniture. Cots. Put some cots over there for our loud sleepers. Put a couple of cots in here. I don't even have, even after doing all this, I'm still not going to have much space. That's really bad. I still don't have enough cots for everybody. Somebody's going to have to sleep down by the compost pile, and that's not going to be the prettiest bedroom in the world. It's from the ice biome above. Yeah, well, I thought so, but there's actually a pocket of hydrogen here that should be stopping it from coming through. There's no way that the CO2 should be passing the hydrogen. I don't think, anyway. Because this is all hydrogen. There's no CO2 up here. I don't think that's it. There's a little hydrogen in here, too. Good times. Good times. Does anyone remember what I asked the dupe to be named? I have no idea. Dude, make an ooh sound. Oh, they make an ooh sound when the guy farts. Nice. Apparently nobody likes flatulence. Let's put some decor in here. It's going to be interesting when they put up the next update because they're changing so much about the game again. With the introduction of some of like the diseases and stuff, you have to pay a whole lot of attention with that. They're changing the farming again and getting rid of the yield system. And then plants are going to require light in order to grow, which yeah, I guess makes sense. But I kind of like the yield system a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see how the new one plays out. And we've got another duplicant. I haven't even got beds for the ones we've let in. Oh, no, that was a flying bed. We don't want that. Get rid of that. All right, so this is going to be, we're getting right down to the end of the stream. We've got about 5 minutes left. I think when this cycle ends, we're going to call it the end of the stream, but we have one more duplicant coming in tonight. So if everyone can just name 1, 2, or 3 again in the chat, then we'll pick that random duplicant out of here. We'll bring them in. That'll give us duplicant number 31. We're still riding well at 2% stress and 52,000 kilocalories. I think water is going to be our problem. I never thought I would say that. I should have tackled the geyser sooner. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Oh my goodness. All right, so we got 3s, we got some 2s, we got some 1s. Lots of 3s. We got more 3s, so we'll pick 3. A narcoleptic. We got Marie the narcoleptic. Congratulations, Marie. Welcome to the colony. If it was in storage, come back to the top of your base. You can have some extra room for the printing pod. Yeah. I'm going to have to try and tweak things around a little bit because I'm way behind on the cots now. I've just added 5 or 6 more, but that still leaves us 5 or 6 behind. All right, this will be Brycake. Welcome to the colony, Brycake. We're going to need a little bit more decor because I want these people have a terrible room, so I should at least give them something that has at least decent decor in it. Over here, actually, this door can go now. We can deconstruct this, deconstruct the door. We don't need that. Get rid of this tile. That'll open up that space a little bit. And let some more oxygen through, hopefully. I think I probably should do a little gas pipe here. We'll do some oxygen right through the ceiling over to here. Otherwise, I think we're going to have a real problem with, like, this section over here is just not going to have any air. And then that's going to need me to replace this with some tile. Which means we're going to need to dig up more of this. Man, there's always something to do. There we go. Caltotos, I am honestly not sure if you have a dupe in here right now. I have 31 dupes in here. Got kind of a lot. You need to queue a lot more stuff to be done. You got 30. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I really do. But the thing is, my brain doesn't work that far ahead. Let's do some more mesh tiling up here. We're going to do a whole bunch more grow plots. And we'll grow a whole lot more sleet wheat. Because Lord knows we're going to need the food. Alright, this is all underway. That's good. Let's start looking at geyser management. So, I'm not going to have time in this stream because we're going to be wrapping up when this cycle ends. But I think when we come back next time, we're going to tackle a geyser so we can get some water. And then we'll simultaneously tackle maybe the gas guys over here and try and do something useful with that. Oh, look at that. We found a couple of beans out here. Pinch of pepper seeds. The thing is, actually, my power consumption is not really a big issue. I wanted to find the gas geyser mostly because I just wanted to. Not because I really needed it. Oh. I just realized they can't even reach this thing to put the piping in. Alright, well, I can do some of it anyway. I might actually... No, no dupes are dead yet. Isn't that amazing? Well, amazing for me anyway. 86 cycles in, 31 duplicants. We haven't had anyone die. I'm kind of impressed by that a little bit. Alright, they built some of the piping, but I'm going to have a bit of an issue reaching this other one. So, hopefully, build a ladder here. Build a ladder here. Let's see if that'll actually give them what they need to kind of reach a little bit more. Oh, they're cold over here. I guess I shouldn't be surprised by that. Oh, yeah. See, now the trouble is I put this gas permeable tile in here, which is not helping with my temperature. And how did this happen? I need an insulated tile there. I don't think it's going to matter, I guess. Fire would not be awesome. Yeah, that would definitely destroy all of your oxygen. All right, so suffocating. Who's suffocating? Oh my gosh, they go downstairs to the bathroom, and that's where they just run out of air. Well, drat. I'm gonna need to clean up some of this CO2 down here. I don't think it can be avoided. I don't have a ton of algae, but try and use some of it anyway to try and clean up a little bit of the CO2 down here. This is kind of a funny setup I built because I put this garden thing here in the middle of nowhere. Maybe what I should do... What I should do is dig a CO2 trap. If I build another line down here that's just outside of my garden area, then I can get some of the CO2 to kind of drop down below. The trouble is there's just not really a lot of it that's going to move, so I'm either going to have to get a more consistent supply of algae so that I can keep those terrariums going and keep that tidied up in there, or just try to find a better way to reroute some of that CO2. But we can kind of tackle that next time when we're also looking at the steam geyser to get a nice better stream of clean water, at least. And you're right, I don't have water for those terrariums. So one way or another, those things are they're gonna be stuck. I gotta get that all sorted out too. We'll tackle the water geyser next time, or the steam geyser rather. Thanks everyone for coming and checking out the stream. I'm gonna call it a wrap for tonight. We've pretty much run right to the midnight hour in my local time anyway. Collie is still growing well. We're at 31 duplicants, 8% stress. Our food is finally climbing now that we've been getting some of that sleet wheat. We can make some frost buns, so that's keeping up well that way. It seems like water is now our challenge, which is kind of an interesting scenario. There is suffocating, but it's okay because there are places that they can go to get oxygen, so they won't really be suffocating. Unless they're trapped somewhere, I don't even notice it. I don't think that's the case, though. They do have oxygen they can get to, so that's okay. I do need to clean up my oxygen supply system a little bit. With this many duplicants consuming the oxygen, I just need something that's going to be a little bit more efficient than what I've got set up here right now. But we can talk about that next time. Thanks, everyone, for checking out the stream. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, then certainly consider clicking on that subscribe button. You'll get notifications for any other videos that I put up, and also for whenever I do a live stream. That's funny. We actually, miscarriage. We actually have a number of people from Australia that ended up watching the stream, and I guess it's just a kind of a cool timing thing. I think I probably have more people from Australia than I think I from Canada, which is kind of interesting. But again, thanks everyone for watching the stream. If you do have Twitter, you might also consider following me on Twitter at #1 CrypticFox. That's where I tend to put out a lot of notifications for things, like if I'm going to have an upcoming stream or if I'm going to be away or anything that I want to communicate. That's YouTube, unfortunately, doesn't provide a good mechanism for that. So I use Twitter for that, and I also use the Discord. The link for that is in the description below if you want to join the Discord and chat. Then you can do that as well. But thanks again, everyone, for watching the stream. We'll be back on Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time for another Oxygen Not Included stream. And then in between now and then, I'll be working on some other videos as well. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.